How many potential customers are slipping through your fingers right now because your landing page is sending mixed messages? I'm sure you know how it feels to do so much or spend so much to get people on your page, whether it's from ads, social media, or referrals. And the really annoying thing is that you can probably see people visiting, but for whatever reason, they're just not taking action, whether that's downloading your guide or signing up for your service. And the worst part is that you know they need what you're offering, but something in that crucial first interaction is falling flat. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 landing page formulas that work consistently for service-based businesses. You'll also find out the most common mistakes that are quietly sabotaging your conversions, and how your landing page fits into the bigger picture of your sales funnel, so you're not just creating isolated web pages, but building a system that actually guides people toward working with you. And with that said, let's dive right in. Let me start by clarifying something that trips up a lot of business owners. Your website homepage and a landing page serve completely different purposes. Your website is like a library where people can browse around and learn about everything you do. A landing page is like a focused conversation with one specific goal. When someone clicks on your ad or follows a link, they arrived with a particular problem or interest in mind. Your landing page needs to speak directly to that specific situation and guide them toward one clear next step. This is what you really want as a service business owner. Clear steps for visitors to become customers, not just more people wandering around your site getting overwhelmed by options. Formula 1. Not the race, though. No? Nothing? Okay, the first formula would have to be one of the more popular ones, and it's the Problem-Agitate-Solution, PAS. The first approach is called PAS, Problem-Agitate-Solution, and it's one of the most proven copywriting frameworks in marketing. This is a great place to start if you're new to writing landing pages, because it follows the natural way people make buying decisions. Start by talking about the biggest pain point your visitor is dealing with right at the top of your page. Don't try to be clever or beat around the bush. If you're a business consultant, you might open with something like, struggling to get your team on the same page while juggling client demands. If you're a web designer, maybe tired of losing potential customers because your website looks outdated. The key here is to make them think, yes, that's exactly my situation within the first few seconds. Next, agitate that problem slightly. Help them feel the real impact. Every day you delay means more potential customers are choosing your competitors instead. Or, while you're spending hours trying to figure this out, your business growth is stalling. Don't be mean about it, but help them understand what staying stuck really costs them. Then present your solution in simple, clear terms. Don't get bogged down in features or technical details. Focus on the outcome they'll get. Instead of, we provide comprehensive digital strategy consulting, try we'll create a clear 90-day plan so you know exactly what to focus on next. Finally, end with one easy next step. This is crucial because research shows that when you give people more than one option on a landing page, you can actually hurt your results by up to 266%. So pick one action and book a free 15-minute strategy call or download our free assessment tool, and make it the obvious path forward. Now, I want to be clear about something. PAS is a solid framework to start with, but it's not a magic template that automatically creates great copy. You still need to really understand what your customers are going through and speak to their specific situation. The framework just gives you a structure to organize your thoughts and message clearly. Now, the second approach I want to show you works really well if your service helps people with several different problems that are related in some way. So this is how this one works. You start by talking about the main benefits your visitors actually care about. And I'm not talking about what you do. I'm talking about what they get out of it. So instead of saying, we provide digital marketing services, you'd say something like, get more qualified leads without spending more on advertising, or finally have a marketing system that works even when you're busy with clients. Then here's the key part, okay? You want to break this down into bullet points that show them exactly what this looks like in their day-to-day life. Now, why bullet points? Because here's the thing. People don't read web pages word for word. They scan them. So when they see bullet points, their eyes naturally go there. You might write something like, here's what this means for your business. You'll stop wasting money on ads that don't convert, you'll know exactly which marketing activities are worth your time, and you'll have a steady stream of inquiries coming in each month. Keep these focused on outcomes they can actually picture happening in their business. And then here's the final piece. You need to show them that this actually works for real people. This doesn't mean you need fancy testimonials with professional photos. It could be as simple as saying, over 200 small business owners have used this system, or sharing a quick quote from someone about their results. The whole point is to help them see that people just like them have gotten real results. Formula number 3, story-based approach. The third structure works really well when you want to create more connection with your audience. Start with a quick, relatable story about your typical customer's struggle. Keep it short, maybe 2 or 3 sentences. Sarah was spending hours every week trying to manage her social media, posting consistently but getting hardly any engagement. She knew she needed a better strategy, but felt overwhelmed by all the conflicting advice out there. Then present your offer as the natural solution to that story. That's exactly why we created our social media strategy intensive, a simple step-by-step system that takes the guesswork out of social media marketing. Add some gentle urgency or scarcity. This doesn't have to be pushy or fake. It might be, we only work with 5 new clients each month, or this free audit is only available this week. Even something like, book your free consultation while spots are still available, creates a subtle sense that they should act now, rather than bookmark it for later. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm not a good writer. Can I really create landing pages that convert? Absolutely. These formulas work because they follow how people naturally make decisions. You don't need to be Shakespeare. Clear, simple language that speaks directly to your customer's situation will always outperform clever copy that sounds good but doesn't connect. Do I need fancy design? Not really. A clean, simple layout that makes your message easy to read and your call to action button obvious will do the job. Most people are reading this on their phones anyway, so keep it simple. What if visitors still don't take action? That brings us to the mistakes section, because there are a few common issues that kill conversions even when you're using these formulas correctly. Just make sure that, whatever you don't make the mistake of overloading them with information. Research actually shows that as the number of page elements increases, the probability of conversion drops by 95%. You know your service inside and out, so you want to explain everything. But too much information creates overwhelm, and overwhelmed people don't take action. Stick to the essential points that address their main concern and guide them toward your call to action. The second mistake is multiple calls to action that confuse visitors. Call us, or email us, or download this, or book a consultation, or follow us on social media. Each option you add makes it less likely they'll choose any option. Pick one primary action and make it the obvious next step. Okay, great, but how exactly are you supposed to know whether your landing page is actually working? At this point, you might be wondering, okay, these ideas sound good, but how do I know if my landing page is actually working or if I'm just wasting money? This is where most business owners get stuck. They're spending money on ads or sending people to their page somehow, but they don't know where things are going wrong. Let me give you the simple numbers you should watch. First, how many people who visit your page actually do what you want them to do? This is called your conversion rate. For service businesses, if 100 people visit your page, about 2 to 5 should take action. So if 100 people visit and only 1 person books a call or downloads something, that's telling you something is wrong. But there's more to look at than just that number. You also need to see if people are leaving your page right away. If most people click away within a few seconds, it usually means your headline doesn't match what they expected when they clicked. Here are other simple things to check. How long do people stay on your page? If they're leaving in less than 30 seconds, they're not reading enough to understand what you're offering. But if they're staying for 5 minutes or more and still not taking action, you might have too much information or it's not clear what they should do next. Here's something you can check right now. Look at your last 100 visitors. How many did what you wanted? If it's fewer than 2, work on your headline and the top part of your page. You're not talking about their main problem. If it's between 2 and 5, make your click here button more obvious. If you're getting more than 5 out of 100, you're doing well, but you can still make it better. Here's something interesting. Companies with lots of different landing pages get 12 times more customers than companies with just a few. You don't need to create 40 pages tomorrow, but it does mean you should keep testing and making your pages better, not just create one and forget about it. Now your landing page is great and super powerful, but you also need to remember that your landing page is the first impression and not the whole story. Its job is to capture interest and get people to take that first small step. whether that's booking a call or maybe downloading a resource or signing up for your email list. Once they take that action, that's when you can provide more detailed information. Share more about your process, introduce your team, and build the relationship that leads to a sale. But the landing page just needs to do one job well. Get them to raise their hand and say that they're interested. These three approaches, the proven pass formula, the benefits-first structure, and the story-based approach, give you simple, tested frameworks for creating landing pages that actually convert visitors into leads. Pick the one that feels most natural for your service and your style, and start there. These three can be a good place to start. The key is keeping it focused, making your call to action obvious, and speaking directly to the situation your ideal customer is dealing with right now. If you would like a quick 5-minute audit of your funnel or your process to spot the areas that you can test and improve upon, check out the free downloadable checklist especially made for service businesses with smaller teams. It's meant to help you trace the leaks in your own business and identify what your next steps should be to solve it. This way, you can make changes to those exact areas of your sales pipeline and understand your customer better. This way, you'll be more likely to get more out of your marketing efforts even with the same number of leads in future. The link is in the description below. This has been Rita with ClicksandThings.com. See you in the next one.